What's up, y'all? So today we're going to propagate into the realm. Propagate, let's take sail. Propagate into the realm. We're gonna propagate into the realm. So, let's go with it. Okay? As always, come on. Alright? Relax. Okay. So, what are we going to talk about today? Well, today, let's talk. First things first, of course. How you feeling? You okay? Don't let them get to you. Don't let the fear get to you. Don't let that anxiety get to you. But if you have to, hopefully you're on this journey to better yourselves and know that you control how far you get, or how far you go, rather, down the rabbit hole, into the dark night of the soul, just all of that. It's going to be okay. Now, let's talk. With everything going on, we forget to heal ourselves. We like to let the externals take control, take the driver's seat, so to speak, and oh God, oh God, oh God.
Oh God! We're gonna die! Don't you understand? We're all gonna die! Second squad! I wish you'd just shoot me. Lieutenant! He's just a little out of his mind, sir.
But you can't allow that. You have to take a back step. And that's hard to do, especially if you haven't mastered this life. So you might still be, but you can't let that control you. Now I say that as a certainty, but there are people who haven't mastered this yet. They're still going through those dark nights of the soul. They're still going through the social engineering. They're still going through the psychological warfare. They're still going through their own traumas that were perpetuated onto them, ingrained into them, instilled upon them. And they don't know how to get out of that. It's like a cycle for them, an endless cycle. But you really just have to take a step back, breathe. It's going to be okay. Now, enough of the calm, because I've been very calm, and back to the job. So, to the powers that be, you're very fearful right now of releasing information, right? Your people don't realize what is, that this has all been some type of scam. That they have been a part of a lie. And you don't want to lose control because you know what that means. Either you'll be in jail, either you'll be hung, either you'll be tarred and feathered, like tomatoed, all kinds of things.
Ready on my count. Oh my God. So fucking close.
What do you hear they're gonna do with it?
Kill! No capture! Whoever gets a fucking gun to his head first!
2 Suburbans right outside! The president's on the move! Fuck yeah, he's busting out!
I get it. losing control means losing your status, losing who you once were. And that's really hard for you to fathom. You'll do anything to keep it. Literally anything, including maim, steal, kill. And that's part of the game, so I can't, fault you for it. But what I can do is say that you're being watched. Everyone's being judged. And you don't realize what judgment is because for so long, all of us have kind of just been playing the game as if the game is only set at a specific level. You can only get to a specific level. And now that we have arrived, come back, we're showing that you can transcend that level. That's not a stopping block anymore. Go past it. But that's really hard for a lot of you to do because you're stuck in your ways. And I get it. I do. But one thing remains constant. You're in this with all of us. And the ones who are at the very tippy top, including myself, we are bringing upon this land great turmoil, great tests, because we need to know beyond a reasonable doubt how ready you are. Either you're ready or you're not. Why now? Why can't it be 100 years from now? Why? The flood is coming.
It looks like the Covenant worked pretty hard to lock it down, sir.
Just do it, son.
Yes, sir.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Boy, you always got a bad feeling about something.
Get it off me, Sarge!
Fire your weapon, Jenkins.
Nothing will stand between us.
Lord of Admirals, we are in position over the Forerunner planet.
Show me.
Population numbering over 2 billion. Forerunner ships on alert and inbound.
Is it possible? Have we gotten ahead of it?
Flood infestation detected, my lord.
Damn it!
My lord, the infestation is in a remote locale. Perhaps if we warn the Forerunners?
If we warn them, we give the flood time to spread. You know we have no choice. Cleanse the planet.
The Star knows it and is gearing up for her kill shot. Its job. It's doing its job. It was created to do that. Who created it? So many people don't realize what the Anunnaki are. They still see us as the physical vessels, and the 7 that actually make up the core echelon of the Anunnaki, they're more than just physical entities. It goes far beyond that. It's far more reaching than that. And a lot of us can't get our heads around that because we're still stuck in 3-dimensional thought. Even 4-dimensional or 5-dimensional thought. And it goes way beyond that. To the point where physics as we know it don't exist. It's not real. None of what you are teaching these people makes a lick of sense once you start going up the ladder. Notice how I put ladder in there. Jacob's ladder. So yeah. Now I've given you an opportunity here to provide my chair, to prepare Megiddo, of which is actually being done, which is strange enough, because preparing for what is kind of what people are scratching their heads about, but it's okay. As long as it's being prepared, that's all that matters. And you're waiting. You're waiting for something. What are you waiting for? We're waiting for the ground to shake. We're waiting for you to show your power. You know, I was listening to someone and they were like, do your big one. Do our big one? It's not about money for us. Do you know what that means when you say that to people who aren't really tied to physical vessels and tied to human emotional states and traumas and things of that? Do you know what that actually means and entails? Because we've been very calm, especially myself. Now, my brother, on the other hand, terms that only humans will understand, and overstand, so we have to use them, has been leading you down a path. You believe it, oh, he is our savior. Inky loved us. We were his creation. Inky was given the idea for one. For two, Inky wanted to use you in ways that you don't realize. For three, the project was against the law, and not the laws of man or not the laws of the Anunnaki, but the laws of nature. We infused DNA into lower life forms, higher end DNA at that. And those life forms were never supposed to have it. It can create problems. Health, mentally, it doesn't work. Malfunctions occur. But that's neither here nor there. So, I move on. You still see him as a savior, a hero, because of the ancient books. Ancient. They're not even really ancient. They're just what you found, what you've been given. There are other books that contradict what's been said, but you've never seen them. So at this point, you're basing your whole identity, your whole civilization off of one side opposed to the other. Duality, right? You believe in that, right? So there's one side, there's another, there's two stories. In the middle, where you find balance, there's the truth. Good luck finding the truth. Now, with that being said, you want something fantastical. You want a sky deity, a sky daddy. We want God. Well, the Anunnaki never called ourselves gods. That's a term that man made, and it's not a really good one to describe what these beings actually are. Maybe certain echelons of these beings, but others, it does not describe us at all. So you're not omnipresent? Not all of us, no. Some of us, yes, because, again, there's a small echelon of the Anunnaki. The 7. And if you want to consider anything being godlike, you can consider them to be godlike. And even with that, the term God is really an ugly and stupid term. You're just giving a title to something you don't understand, or overstand. You just don't get it. You see entities and deities and, you see entities and beings, and they do fantastical things. Oh my God, it's a god. No, they just know more information than you. So you're not a god? No, we transcend that term. That is not a term that we would use for what we are. In the physical vessels, you would see it as a god, but we transcend physical vessels. These are just programs. It's light. At the end of the day, this is all light. You don't get it, but it's okay. It's okay. You don't have to. We're all going to the same place anyway. So, let me get off my soapbox. Back onto the little bitty pyramid. Let's talk about the little bitty pyramid. Y'all really don't want to lose power, right? Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, this Epstein thing, this Epstein thing, you gotta be careful with what you say, because you know how the algorithm listens. It reminds me of something that took place during the Royals times. The older Royals, not this new lot, but the ones that came before. Almost the same situation, almost the same timing, almost the same exact results.
If you have a charge to make, come on, be a grown-up, make it.
All right. Stephen Ward.
Who? Yeah, dreadful man. What about him?
In the aftermath of his suicide, detectives found a portrait, painted by him, of you. Can you imagine what would have happened if the newspapers had got hold of them first?
It must have been done from photographs, not private sittings. I met him a couple of times as a patient. He talked the most ludicrous nonsense about tension and emotions, so
he never invited you to stay for the weekend?
he may have. I certainly never went.
Half the time I don't know where you are or what you're doing.
All you need to do is ask.
Your recent trip to Switzerland, which you claimed was in aid of
Dolphins.
Do you really expect anyone to believe that?
This is a question of appearance versus reality.
No, because some things can only be perceived one way because they only have one meaning.
Such as?
Stephen Ward, a socialite who introduced Keeler to powerful men, was charged with immorality and later died by suicide.
But nothing happened. Got swept under the rug. But now, we are not going to sweep this under the rug. You will lose power. Do you know why you have to lose power? Because you're going through plagues. This is just simply one of them. You should have given me my chair when I originally asked for it. You should have came to me with your envoys when I initially told you to. But now, you're on my time. And my time, cyclical, is very precious. I have a script to play out, a role to do. And I'm going to do it. There's no sidestepping it. There's no dragging my feet about it. And I've tried that. Literally tried that. Tried to be the physical vessel. But now you're really trying to come for me. And I cannot allow that. Listen, my lord, please. We're really not trying to come for you. We just understand, overstand what you're saying. We don't want you to lose your cool here. We don't want you to lose control. We just want you to know that we respect you. We understand you. We get it. Do you want money? We'll give you all the money you can have. In return for what? Spare us. Okay? And maybe immortality to boot. Immortality, you say? Well, you have to gain that. I don't just hand it out willfully. I've given you tools. Use them. Now, as for the person who was talking about the big one, and I'm jumping around here, so stay with me. Certain ones of us realize that we've actually shifted this realm. You may not want to give people their credit, but trust me, it doesn't matter if you give them credit or not. They already know what is. You're them, they are you. That's impossible. You can't know what we're going through. If you really wanted us to dive deeply into your lifestyles, mannerisms, the way you stand, the way you talk, your hand signals, all of that play into who you are. Well, what if I don't do any of those things? Well, trust me, it's like playing poker. There are tails. Then if you try to hide those tails, that's when they become even more evident. So you can hide them, but it would do you no good. So, yeah. Now, with that, there are innocent people here. No, nobody's innocent. Your civilization allows those who don't deserve power to have power. And I'm not hating on my pyramid. But the pyramid's there so that others can pretty much see through it and maybe start their own pyramid. Or, question that pyramid. It's a game. But you're comfortable. You become comfortable. So you don't want to question things. You don't want to shake the table.
So it's not a good day. Okay? Now back to that one.
Shaking the table. Don't shake unless you're ready to get shook.
But it's okay. The God that you say will strike them down will merely watch to see what you will do. Because God is in you. So you have every opportunity to change things. Oh, it's a circus. I don't want to get into politics. I can't do it. It's too much. Well, we'll just leave it for the next guy or female, and the next guy or female or crap. This is on you now. The same thing happened in Sodom. At least 10 people. At least that's all they needed to do. 10 people. And Lot couldn't even do that. Do you know why? He didn't even try. No, I take that back. Lot tried at least once. Then he realized that he knew that no one in Sodom would be worthy. And so he just invited God, and the envoys to dinner with the family. And that's when the mob showed up. There were children there too. People you would consider innocent, but when you're teaching them the wrong ways and you're going to instill upon them programming that will really just damn them to nothingness, then they're not worth it. Not worth saving, not worth anyone's time, just not worth it. So you see it as cold and callous and calculative. But really, it's very merciful. Because it beats the hell out of having to go through having boils and just being a leper. It beats the hell out of being a leper, because that's really what can be done. Anything can really be done. Becoming mute, very sickly, brittle bones, just all kinds of things. We've done it all. This is some type of zoo. You treat us like animals. You treat yourselves like animals. We gave you the tools. We set you up for success. And we said, have at it. Now look at you. Look at you. Look at this civilization.
I can hand out 1,000,000 vaccinations, or let them all die from exasperation, have them all healed from their lacerations, or have them all killed by assassination. I can make anybody go to prison just because I don't like them.
So you don't see yourself a part of the civilization? Vessel-wise, absolutely. That's why I haven't left. You know, I keep getting told, it's time to go. You have to leave now. Please. And do you know my response? No. I told Non I would keep you safe, and so I shall. But that doesn't mean that I'm not going to allow the test to continue. The one thing I didn't say was how many I would keep safe. Oh, wording. She was your wife. That was her deathbed. Now I know who that's coming from. Yes. She was my wife. And I made a promise to her that I intend to keep. Ooh. Don't tell them. I'm going to say it. I'm going to say it. Let me speak. Jesus. I intend to keep my word. But I have a job to do. And even Non knew that. It was a job that I was directed to do. It was a job that has been instilled upon me. And even in different vessels, I realized that that job has to be done. And I will do it. So, with that, this is becoming an egotistical rant. So let me calm down. Okay. You have to keep it light. You know, people like that light stuff. It's just, oh, God, it's so scary. I just don't understand. But yeah. Things have gotten weird, right? It's just crazy town. But it really comes down to you being able to change things. This is up to you. They may not want to lose power, but that power is not theirs exclusively. It can be given to others. What was given, right, can what? Be taken away. And given to others. So, yeah. It's okay. We've done everything you asked. You did more than what was asked upon you. So please, pipe down. Accept your fate. We'll give you your chair. Oh, no, you will. You don't have a choice here. The star is going to make you do it. And then you're going to look upon us, and finally, when things are at its worst, you're going to come to us to try to save you, and then it's going to fall on us to tell you, you know what, we're going to MiKa'El, we got to fight a war, and I don't have time to mince words with you at that point. So, take it like the people that you are. Okay? What does that mean? I was going to say take it like a man, but, you know, in this day and age, what does that even mean? I'm a lady. Don't you label me with a pronoun. A pronoun? No. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, you are. Oh, God. I apologize. Is that better? wording. So yeah. With that being said, there are a lot of things that people are saying now that are coming to the forefront. The star, the planet, the planets, people. See? She knows. So, with that being said, hopefully I wasn't too scary for you, and I hope you gained a little bit of insight, a little bit of information from this. You know, a lot of the videos now, I used to just give you massive amounts of information, and it's not even massive, it's like glossed over, but you know, it's good for you to do your own due diligence and discern and all that stuff, but you still have to do that. Even if the video doesn't give you the kind of content you want, you still have to kind of take heed that, oh, maybe I need to look into this. Okay? What is a philosopher's stone? Oh my. Philosopher's stone, philosopher's stone. See? 3 times. The charm. Right. We have to do our big one and get a philosopher's stone. Okay? Believe it. You honor me, my lord. Donald, I like you as an individual because you're an interesting individual. Politically, that's not my job to like you. Okay? My job is to be your lord, right? Don't say that out loud, my lord. They might not like it. They might think that you are a charlatan, a fraud. And if they think that, do I really care? We're both playing the game. Are you playing the game or aren't you? I am. Art of the deal. Right? Art of the deal. Believe it. Agreed. You did your thing with that one, right? All right. Enough bonding over one another. Let's backtrack a little.
I'm finding it hard to settle on a grand narrative for the book.
Yes, you like making deals.
Oh, I'm going to stop you right there, Tony. I don't like making deals. I love making deals. The bigger, the better.
But to what end?
To what end? Deals are the end. I mean, that's like asking Da Vinci why he painted the Mona Lisa.
Making deals is an art form, and I want to put this in the book. It's something that you're born with. You either have it or you don't have it, okay?
The art of the deal.
That sounds good.
You know, I like that. I think people will buy into that.
Well, let's see, Tony. I'd buy that book.
Okay, let's go back to your childhood. Living in Queens.
I don't like to talk too much about the past, Tony. You dwell on the past, you go right down the tubes.
This is just to give the reader some context.
Tony, all right? I hate when everybody tries to dig around your life looking for some deep shit. We're all animals. Everybody wants to get rich and have other people suck their cock. Everybody wants to win, Tony. I got 3 rules, okay? They're my 3 rules of winning. Rule 1, the world is a mess, okay? The world is a mess. You have to have a tough skin. Attack, attack, attack. Rule 2, what is truth, Tony? What you say is truth, what I say is truth, what he says is truth. What is the truth in life? Deny everything, admit nothing. And most important, no matter how fucked you are, you never, ever, ever admit defeat. You always claim victory. This actually works. And I won a lot, Tony. I won a lot, and even when they said I didn't, I still turned it into a win, and that was the difference. You have to have a natural ability. I'm a big believer in natural ability, and a lot of that is genetics. You have to be born with it, you know, and some people aren't, and some people are. You have to have it.
With that being said, know who you're looking at when it comes down to things. One more thing, my lord. Oh, God. What is it? The whole thing. There are far other names that are going to just render you, whatever you had going on. No. Okay? Other names on there will Oof. Oof. Done far worse. Believe it. Thank God. It's okay. You're all right. You have a job to do. So you are going to be okay. For now. Don't get cocky, though. Because it's a game. Karmically designed. Understood. All right. Now, with all of that information out the way and the little sidebar, for those out there who are trying to gain truth, look deep inside yourselves. Take in some deep breaths or learn a breathing exercise, relax a little bit, and be able to discern. Okay? Your perspectives, your perceptions, all of that may shift. But the one thing that remains constant is right here. You notice how I'm using hands today. Okay? All right. Now, as always, with a smile on and positive vibes your way. For the light workers, keep doing your thing. For the chosen, stay on mission. And for those who know, let's get it.